Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary and I have day number 4 of the 12 days of Christmas. So this is by Beauty Spot 12 days of masking, and this is an Essence facial mask kit. So I'm going to take day number 4 out and apply it. And this one is Rose Hip. So we have now 4 empty spots in here, and it's sticking to the top. So it does have tape, which is why I have such a hard time trying to get them out. But let's go ahead and open this up. Here we go. And I just need to open a little. It is still a cream base, and I went ahead and checked, and they are all cream based. And that's fine. I do cream-based masks. And let's take a look at this one. That is not coming out, so I'm just going to have to take my scissors. There we go. And this way I can open it up. And I just pour it into the palm of my hand. And from there I will put it on my face. So this one is Rose Hip Essence Facial Mask. This one tones and moisturizes. So this one is going to be more of a cream rather than a gel cream type thing. It is a little thicker. And it does feel different. So this one is more like a moisturizer is what it feels like a cream moisturizer, not the gel. So it doesn't have that thick watery consistency that the previous ones had. But moisture is always something that our skin needs. There we go. And it feels cool. Perfect for the winter months. I usually go with lighter, not necessarily lotions, they're still cream, but lighter creams for the spring and summer. And then come the fall, I start transitioning into cream type moisturizers. That helps tremendously. And I am putting some underneath the eyes. Here we go. And I do have a towel. So I keep remembering to come prepared. Here we go. And then we're going to move on to day number 4 and see what kind of cocoa we have this time. And that one is from the 12 Days of Grinchmas, Dr. Seuss. And again, and I may not tire of saying it, but you cannot go wrong with Dr. Seuss. So day number 4 has a Grinch face on here again. And this one is in the flavor of caramel. So we have caramel flavored cocoa. And caramel is something that I have added to cocoa before. And I do enjoy it. So let's go ahead and see what this one has to offer. I do have my cup, and I will show you my cup. It is a cup that was gifted to me by my daughter. And a lot of the cups are gifted to me by my children because they know I like mugs and things like that. So let me pour it in. Once again, not a whole lot of water in order to prevent watering the cocoa down. So this is what we're looking at, and I'm going to mix it in. But take a look at that mug. I absolutely love it. And this is a mug that we picked up, I believe it was at SeaWorld. One of the trips that we took up there, I didn't realize she had purchased it. I was just looking around. This one caught my eye. Of course, the purple. The purple is what caught my eye, and she ended up getting it. Between her and her husband, they team tagged and went and kept me entertained while the other went and got it. And yes, it is SeaWorld. Should have seen that. There we go. So let's take a taste now for this one. And we're going to talk a little bit about self-care. You can taste the caramel in here. Definitely taste the caramel. And it's very hot, so it is perfect for right now. It's a little chilly in here. And right now, I am still trying to get my voice back. I've been struggling for probably, it's going on a month, I think. I know it was well before the kids went out on vacation. I did get tested for strep, for flu, for COVID. Everything came back negative, and then she hit me with my bronchitis. Luckily, it was at the beginning stages, so it wasn't me going because my chest was starting to hurt. And of course, immediately they did the steroid shot and the antibiotics, and that kept it from coming on very strong. So the times that I'm winded, that's why. I'm still struggling with it, but I'm okay. And that's the blessing about it. So let's talk self-care. So self-care is something that a lot of us neglect to do. I know there are times I get caught up in work or household, anything that has to go on, or something family is going through, and we fail to take care of ourselves. Take a moment, 10-15 minutes is all you would need. Of course, you need a lot more than that. But minimum 10 to 15 minutes, do a mask, just sit back, relax, enjoy a cup of tea, a cup of cocoa, a cup of coffee, and just forget about the world for those 10 or 15 minutes and concentrate on you. What do you want out of your life? What is it that you're expecting out of your life? And just start making plans. Journal. Journal is one of the things that I do quite often. And I know I've said it many times, and one of these days I may remember and bring one of my journals in here. Because I write everything down, and then I go around it in little loop-de-loops and cover up everything that I wrote. I may not come back and read it again, but it is something that I got off of my mind, off of my chest, and just wrote it down, erased it so no one else can read it, and move on to the next page for the next day. And I do that. I do that quite often. I do have a daily, it's like an inspirational goal type book. It is Bible based. And I received that in one of my boxes. And I'm waiting for January 1st to kick in. I could have started it, not should have. I could have started it when I unboxed it, which was a few months ago. Probably 3-4 months ago is when I unboxed it. And I wanted to start it, but I wanted to do a whole year. So that is something that I'm going to start on January 1st. I do have it ready to go. And I like to do that with color pencils, color markers, anything like that. I add color to my journaling because it just relaxes me a little bit more than if I just do the tired every single day, black or blue ink. I change it up. I go to green, purple, pink, mostly purple, but I do add additional colors in there. And that just, the colorfulness just relaxes me. So I have a thing that I do with my grandson, the one that you guys always see. He is 6, going on 30, but he can be so temperamental at times that if he doesn't get his way, he'll start trying to throw a tantrum. And if I happen to be around, and his mama does it as well, what we do is shake it off. And he looks at us, and I tell him, you know what I'm talking about. Shake it off. Shake it. And he'll start to shake, and then I'll tell him, it belongs in the trash. All of what you've got going on, shake it off and dust it off in the trash. And he'll go over to the trash can, and he'll start with his wiping things off, and he'll shake some more and wipe some more. And then he'll just take a deep breath and And I said, so, is it gone? Yes. I said, I don't see it gone. There's no smile. There's no anything like that. So he'll do it a little more and then he'll start smiling. Next thing we know, we're laughing. And that is something that I do with him quite often when he goes into those little temper tantrums. And he'll stop and start thinking about it. And I have actually caught him when he catches himself starting to get upset about something, whether he's building something and he's frustrated because he can't get it right. He's an overachiever, so he has to get it right or he gets frustrated. And what I catch him doing is shaking it a little and then kind of dusting off, and then he tries it again. And if that doesn't work, he'll shake it some more and go to the trash can. Once he goes to the trash can, he comes back and we don't see it again. So we've caught him catching himself and using that coping skill to calm down before anyone catches him doing it. And to me, that is essential. That's holding yourself accountable and doing something about it before you go off on other people. So find your coping skill. Find your thing that you can do, whether it's going outside to scream out loud, journaling, prayer, meditation, taking a nap, or simply shake it off and dust it off in the trash can. What better way to get all of that off of your chest and put a smile back on your face? Always smile. And that is why my motto here is always smile. I know my daughter, when I went up to babysit her kids recently, she told them, Grandma has never taken you to school. So be prepared because Grandma's going to tell you, have a nice day and don't forget to smile. And when I said it, it's just automatic for me. I do it at the shelter too. For the kids that are getting in the vehicle because they're being taken to school, I'll tell them the same thing. And that's just something I've had since my kids were little. And I would do that to them all the time. And my daughter remembered it. And it's instinct, and I did it. And one of my oldest one, my 15-year-old, she turns around, gives me this roll of the eye look. And I looked at her and I said, fix it. I said, because that's not going to put a smile on your face. And she kind of laughed and she says, do you really have to do this? I'm 15. And I said, you're never too old to be told to have a good day and smile. And she thought about it and she says, you know what, Grandma, you're right. I said, so knock it off. Go on. Have a good day and don't forget to smile. And she started laughing. She goes, I can't with you. And she got out of the car and went to school. And it just put a smile on my face. Always smile. You never know what someone is going through. And that smile that you give them could be the first smile they see in a while. And it may put a smile on their face and have them forget what their worries are, at least for a moment. Be kind to everyone. Just love each other. And let's bring back the peace that we used to have in this world. One person at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. And let's make changes by making the changes within ourselves. So that is what I have. And it's starting to do that cool thing that it's been doing. So even though it's not gel-based, it is still doing that cooling effect. And I'm going to go ahead and rinse it off, get ready for work, and I will see y'all in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, smile always. Bye.